A disturbing new report just highlighted on GMS revealed a significant rise in the number of teenagers who are thinking about hurting themselves, primarily because of negative body image. For parents, it can be unsettling if your child self-harms. This is what Blanca Cobb, who has a master's degree in psychology, and I are talking about today. Blanca, let's go ahead and jump right into it. What are some of the factors contributing to this increase in negative body image among teens?
Definitely social media plays a role, right? Because they're edited pictures, they're fake pictures, they're touched up pictures. And so you get a warped sense of what a real person looks like, what real beauty is, because it has to be touched up, if you will. And there's also pressure from family and friends. If listening to conversations, what people around you are saying about people, body type or perceived beauty, that sends an indirect message about what really it takes to be accepted or loved by other people. They can see who's hanging out with whom and based on what. If it's only the kids who are considered attractive or the kids who are considered more physically fit than others, that sends messages to children. So yes, it is social media, but also family and friends and people in the community.
What can parents do to help their teens combat these negative influences?
Well, it starts with the parents. This means you have to be a healthy role model. What are you doing, or what are you saying about your own body or your own looks? What are you modeling to your children? What comments are you making, not only about yourself, but about other people? Because your children are sponges, regardless of what age they are, even teenagers, they're still taking in all the information from their parents. This is where you have to have an open conversation with your kid about what's normal, what's healthy, talk about your own struggles. Look, almost everybody has had some type of dislike about their body or their looks. Talk about it. How did you overcome it? How do you continue to overcome it, right? Talk about it. The character of a person is much more important than what they look on the outside. You want to be with somebody who is loving and kind and respectful, but you could be hanging around with a jerk who isn't nice to people, but yet people think that they have a great body or they look really good. Okay, who cares if they don't treat people well? It's really focusing more on the inside than on the outside. Those are the types of messages that kids of all ages really need to get from their parents.
And how can parents help teens navigate social media in a healthy way?
This is where parents teach their teens how to be critical thinkers. What is it that you're actually seeing? What message are these pictures trying to convey? What's real? What isn't real? And if it isn't real, why do you think this person is not comfortable showing who they really are? You talk about filters and edits. And another great thing is talk about people in your community who you know, who you like, who you respect, who may not look like a stereotypical 10, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how to word it, but isn't the most attractive person or the most physically fit, but they're happy, they're healthy, they're in great relationships, they're with loving people around them. I mean, that's what's so important. That's what your kids need to hear. And then also support any type of interest that they have that really hones in on their strengths. So when you look at that big picture of support and you emphasize the internal and not the external, that's the message that kids of all ages need to get from their parents.
Yeah, Blanca, really good conversation here. You can continue the conversation with Blanca on her Facebook page, Blanca Cobb, body language expert. We'll be right back.